Wow. You a straight hoe bitch.
Yeah. Fuck you mean? My life. Hey, swear the bitch out, she a wet back. Hey, my plug probably mad cause I said that. Hey, my niggas bad as hell, they a whoop
man. I'm gonna let her break down what she got going on right now because I'm gonna fuck it up. So, man, go ahead, man. Oh, hold on, before we get into that, man, shout out to our sponsor, Spray 420, man. If you riding, you smoking in your car, you need this for all your camera needs. Holla at Orange OJ Did It on all social media platforms. But BB, man, appreciate you for coming on the show.
No problem.
Man,
I'm happy to be here.
Man, that's 100.
Gives me a break from all the shit that's going on.
Man,
right
because y'all be talking crazy on your show. So I was like, shit, we had to get you in here, like, man.
I am a saint.
And we support. Shit, we just gonna go from there, man. But won't you tell people the name of your show, your name of your website, let everybody know what you got going on, man.
I am Mimi, host of Socially Awkward Podcast. See, and you know it's funny, I just so happened to have my shirt on today because I was doing runs everywhere. I also have OnlyFans. My name on there is Cummer Walker. That's onlyfans.com/Cummer_Walker. So it's just like Summer Walker, but Cummer Walker. And I also have a lingerie and sex toy store that has launched. That is CummersCandyCloset.com.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt so dumb when it finally popped in, like how you put Cummer Walker together. It was like long, like I say Summer Walker. I'm like Summer Walker.
And you know what's funny?
Genius.
Like I
Definitely.
But I had explained it on Facebook before I did it. Everybody just thought I was bluffing. They didn't think that I was really gonna do it. Like that can actually, you know what? I'll start with how I came up with the name. Cummer Walker.
Yeah, that's question number one. Then go ahead, since we was already into the interview. How did you come up with the name?
So it was last year, and it was a whole bunch of stuff going on surrounding Summer Walker, expressing how like she had anxiety issues and stuff, and a lot of people were kind of like, you know, poking fun at her. And, oh, well, you know, how you have anxiety, but, you know, you post half-naked pictures online and all of this kind of shit. And, like, I relate to that. Like, because I have really, really bad anxiety issues. But I don't have a problem with, like, being behind a camera and shit. Like, it's different being here with y'all because, you know, I know y'all. I fuck with y'all. But being in a crowd full of people that I don't know or being in a room with strangers and shit, like, it puts me on edge. I don't like that. But being behind the camera is completely different because it's like, you know, all the people are watching you, but you don't have them staring at you, giving you all this eye contact. It don't make you feel weird. So, like, I could completely relate to that. And I had just found out about OnlyFans. And I'm like, you know what? I said, I'm going to show y'all how you have anxiety and you show some ass on the internet. So instead of Summer Walker, I'm about to get Cummer Walker cracking. And everybody thought I was bullshitting. And then all of a sudden that link went up and
I think you probably get one of the biggest supports
out of everybody that we've seen,
like really do the OnlyFans. Like you get like real support.
We see a lot of people get laughed at for it, but we see you get a lot of support for it. Like, and that's what you especially coming from Milwaukee, just like music and everything else, you don't see that as much as people support you how they did. Because obviously we gonna get into that. She not turned that into something totally different. Like. Not totally different, but to a business, to something else like that's different from OnlyFans. But speaking of the OnlyFans, why do you think they keep banning you off Facebook for promoting your OnlyFans?
It has to be somebody that is going through and reporting, like, because it doesn't happen to anybody else as often as it does to me, especially for reporting OnlyFans. And I've actually tested that theory now. I never report my black folks. I let them live. I never report them. But I will purposely, I will purposely go through Facebook and see like all of these OnlyFans promotion posts, and they can have nudity. I mean, ass cheeks out, everything, and I report it. You know, I see little white people doing their thing, I report it. Like, watch. And then Facebook will, oh, well, you know, although this doesn't violate our terms, we understand you might feel uncomfortable, but here are some things you can do. Like, dude, but I wasn't even naked in my shit. You motherfuckers told me I was soliciting and had to go.
You got somebody who actually, like, nah, I don't like her posting this shit. I'm finna report it.
Yeah, and it's funny because, you know, like how you said that I get a lot of support. It's like, you know, I catch the little sideways shade and shit that people try to throw, but y'all know that Gemini petty is something real. So you hop on that shit with me, I get right back with you. And it was actually a guy, he did that, I think it was last week. He made a post, he shared a meme that was like, girls without OnlyFans, what you doing? And he made a little comment like, oh, well, I ain't judging, you know, I just want to know what the real woman doing. But guess who's a subscriber of mine?
So,
and
so
not only being
watching.
Right. But not even that, like, he hopped in my inbox on OnlyFans. Like, now, don't think that I just be out here, like, blasting my subscribers and shit like that. Like, my shit be confidential. It's just, I didn't like how Dog was moving. Like, don't sit here and front for the book knowing that you hop right on that. Like, damn, Mimi, I didn't know your shit was cracking like this, man. And, man, I want to do this to you. And, oh, but I ain't a real woman, though. Hop on my inbox. So, I definitely, and see, because, you know, that petty kicked in, so I did comment on his stat, and I said, you know what? I said, well, this less than real woman is currently counting inventory for the store that your subscription helped pay for. Thanks.
All my life, simple and plain, easy.
Like, don't play.
Fuck you.
Don't even play. Like, y'all.
You can't say shit after that, honestly. All you can do is unsubscribe.
Yeah, like I don't like that. I don't see what the big deal is about how people are getting their money. I'm not asking you for money.
Shit.
You have a choice on whether you want to be a subscriber of mine or not. You don't have to. Other than that, go about your fucking business. Like, it's really not that hard.
What are the positives and the negatives about the OnlyFans thing?
Oh, I need to start with negatives, man. Niggas is creepy. Like, there was.
I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but you got to kind of expect that when what they expect to see on OnlyFans, you got to kind of.
No.
Expect it's gonna be some creepy niggas coming around.
No, like, not creepy like that, like on some, oh, this a freaky nigga. Like, no, like, that shit I expect. Like, even when niggas hop in my inbox trying to buy pussy and shit, I don't get mad, I don't get offended, like, because they really be on that. And I just tell them, I'm like, you know, I don't do anything off the site, I'm only available, you know, on OnlyFans. Like, oh, you know, no disrespect. And I'm like, nah, take it, you know, it's cool. I know people that do meetups and shit, but when I say creepy, I mean like the nigga that stalked my social media for over a month straight because I wouldn't do a meetup with him. So he got mad because I don't sell pussy off of OnlyFans.
He is living.
And yes, it got
a lot of money with you guys.
That nigga didn't even spend.
Oh my!
I bet you get home every night.
Yeah, man, you gotta watch out for them type.
Man, but it's like he didn't even spend money though. Like, that nigga he was on my Twitter, and like, you know, I'll post short promo clips on Twitter. You know, I might have like 30, 45 seconds, whatever. Then, you know, you subscribe for the rest. But he just saw me on Twitter, and he hit me, and he's like, well, how much are your meetups? And like I said, I'm never rude or disrespectful because I know it comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing that so many girls do it. I used to be a stripper. I know how it works. When niggas used to try to buy pussy, then I'm like, well, I don't, but I slide you to my homegirl. And then they used to it was like a commission and shit. They're like, oh, here, thanks for looking out. And throw me some coins for throwing, you know, some nigga that wants some head or whatever they way. But no, this nigga just, I told him politely, I'm like, you know, I don't do meetups, you know, whatever. But you got different niggas in your videos. I'm like, that don't mean I do meetups. Like, I'm 36. You know how much recyclable dick I have from over these years? And I've always joked about that and called myself the Captain Planet of recycling dick. Because I do, like, I've been recycling sex partners for years. Like, that's just the thing of mine. You know, every now and then, you know, a new motherfucker might get added in. But for the most part, it's like, I backtrack a lot. It's my comfort zone. So yeah, I tell him that. He like, nah, you just a hoe, and I'm like, okay, but I won't meet up with you though. So yeah, say like, oh, but I wasn't trying. I was just asking. I'm like, bro, don't nobody ask that. out the
Just to be
intention of buying
asking.
pussy. I'm like, so you know what? Go ahead, have a good day, be blessed, whatever, and I blocked him. Immediately after, like, dog comes back from another page, and he like, bitch, I don't care about you blocking me. Stop being
Damn, he had
right?
another page.
Dog, I swear
You
to God.
see Orange face.
Dog, I had to block this nigga from like 3 or 4 pages.
He is on
And that last one, that last one, I just let him talk to himself. Like, I didn't even, like, I'm gonna actually show y'all, so y'all don't think that I'm on this motherfucker capping. Like,
Oh, she still got it. She still got the messages.
yes.
Wow.
It's
So-
alright, big dog. Some other people that's gonna give you some. You can buy some pussy somewhere.
Wow.
So you know how even on Facebook, like, if they're not friends with you, like, it'll go like to that little secondary inbox and shit, like the little message
Never-
request.
Message request,
ever
yeah.
check that shit, bro. Ever.
Right.
I
So
done missed a lot of work out that motherfucker. I ain't gonna
he
lie to you.
You
started.
trying to do video?
Hell yeah.
So after I blocked him on the other ones, I'm like, every time I block him, he just comes back with another page, so it's pretty much pointless. So I just let him talk to himself. Like, I didn't accept it, I didn't reject it, I didn't block it. Like, dude, scroll through all of it. Look how many messages that is. Just scroll.
Wow. Wow. You a straight hoe bitch.
He probably be so many hoes. Like, oh, you nasty bitch.
Get a job.
You need to be fucking all them niggas. But you're mad because I wouldn't fuck with you, though. What are you talking about?
Oh, bitch.
Say slut. Suck something, bitch. And it's just like message after message, bro. Wow. Wow, there's niggas like that out here.
Oh, he's obsessed.
For over
Wow.
a month, man. You see, it kept, like, it really
Wow.
just kept going.
You disrespectful.
Yeah, so-
You disrespectful.
So you know how I finally got him to stop? Like, I took, because he wrote me from his main page. And he didn't just stalk me on Twitter. Like, he ended up going, after I blocked him on Twitter, I see his name pop up on my Cummer Walker Snapchat. So I instantly blocked him, because I knew it was him. I saw the name. So then he ends up sending me a request on my Cummer Walker page, like, weeks later, from a different name, and I accept. As soon as I accepted, the nigga hopped right on this shit, so I had to block him right away. Because it's like, that's my business page. I don't just, not accept people. It's just, if you hop on bullshit, I get rid of you. But that nigga was wild. I had to take his picture from his regular page, and I posted it on Twitter. And I said, can somebody please buy this nigga some pussy so he can stop harassing me because I don't do meetups? And he said one last minute, he was like, bitch, don't nobody care about your nasty ass, blah, 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 blah. But then niggas start commenting. I was like, man, I'll slap the fuck out, dog. And I ain't heard from him since.
So, how did the show come about? Your podcast? How did that come about? Like, what made you start doing that?
So, Socially Awkward, I've been doing that for over 3 years now.
Socially awkward.
Socially Awkward.
It's been 3 years.
So you ahead of the curve. A lot of motherfuckers. We've been doing this for this our second year. We did a bunch in 2018 going into 19. So this is our second year, but we took a break. But you said you've been going for 3 years now. So you ahead of a lot of people, man. Like and you build an audience. Like how did that feel like?
You know what's funny? Like, it wasn't something that I really planned to do. I had been doing, like, Tone Wine, shout out their Fresh Show. Like, I'd been with them for a while, like, from the beginning. Like, I started out, and then it's like, every now and then I would just start doing, like, little guest appearances and shit with them. But people have been asking me for the longest, like, Mimi, when you gonna do a pod? When you gonna do a pod? When you gonna do a pod? And I'm like, I really didn't think that I was going to be able to commit to it. So I put it off for a while. But when I finally got some extra free time, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to see how it works. I do like a little tester, like a little pilot season. See how people receive it and if it's something I want to keep doing. And this motherfucker just took off. Like, so Socially Awkward is basically a place where it's a safe space. You know what I'm saying? Like, for women, we have it a lot harder when it comes to anything sexual. Y'all can talk about anything under the sun, but us, we're supposed to, keep it ladylike. I don't do that.
Standard, of course.
Yeah. I don't do that. That's not my thing. I am like the furthest thing from a lady that you can.
Shit, so what y'all be talking about on the show?
Dick! No, it's not just dick. but it's basically all of like those sexual topics that a lot of women are afraid to discuss in the open. So, you know, I talk about everything from like parenting shit. I've had my daughter on the show a few times. She'll be 16 next month. And I know a lot of people think, well, you know, how you have a sex podcast with your daughter on there? Like, we have a very open relationship because that's how I was with my mom, to where I don't hide certain things from her. Like, she even knows I do OnlyFans. But being able to have those conversations with her, I would rather be able to educate her
and then
on the
somebody
shit
trying to tease her about the shit coming, her not knowing. Like, yeah.
Man, she kind of wild. She ain't gonna go for that shit.
Understandable.
But no, you know, I like to give people a place to be able to express themselves and not have to worry about judgment. You know, and I strongly encourage women on the show to, you know, embrace themselves and be themselves without worrying about judgment. Because we get that a lot. And I think that's partly why, see, we just talked about phones too.
I turned my shit off. I'm sorry.
No, this your shit. It's just funny because we had that conversation. But no, I want women to be able to embrace themselves and be comfortable with their sexuality without having to feel pressured by, you know, society into being something that they really don't want to be. That's not me telling, oh, you need to go be a hoe. No, but you know, if that's your inner hoe spirit and you want to let that motherfucker loose, don't let how somebody else feels or what they think, you know what I'm saying, deter you from that. Like, I just want everybody to be happy and be there. You shouldn't have to mold yourself to be something that you don't want to be just to satisfy somebody else.
So, what's your goal to accomplish with everything you got going on right now? Because obviously you found you a lane that works for you. You embraced it. So what's your goal with it?
So I refer to myself as an entrepreneur. Because everything,
right.
Everything kind of goes full circle for me. It's like, you know, I have Socially Awkward, then I have the OnlyFans, and now I have the sex store. You know what I mean? So in the next few years, I have actually put a plan in place where I'm not just selling for other manufacturers. Like, when I'm selling sex toys, like, I'll be completely branded.
Speaking of sex toys, she brought some shit, but that's later down the line. I don't even.
I bought the Calvary today.
That shit's crazy, but yeah, I'm sorry, I ain't meant to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, but just in the next few years, I want to be fully branded. So the things that I'll be selling on my website will, you know, it'll Cummer Walker on all of the packaging, on all of the dildos and whatever else you see. So, you know, I'll still sell a lot of the popular products, but like, that's my ultimate goal, is I want to be fully branded for myself.
Fucking line. That's 100. And we was having a conversation off camera, but I feel like Milwaukee is gonna be the hub for like the next black hub for millionaires. Like, most motherfuckers probably won't believe it, but it's so many people grinding right now that's just like building the footprints in the urban community, at least. Like,
you know,
this is gonna be a rich city, and like, you growing your business, everybody's growing their business for the most part right now. And that shit's so 100. Like,
and you know, it's like, it's never been that we didn't have a hustle in Milwaukee. It's always been here. It's just you have so many people that don't realize that they can create a lane for themselves, so they try to stop other people's shit. Like, if everybody just focused on their own shit, we could have been on, like, the entire city. Because we definitely got the hustle in us. It's there.
definitely.
Just gotta apply it.
So, speaking of the toys, man, go ahead and tell people what you got for sale. Let everybody know what you got for sale. Like,
Man, listen. This is my goodie box. Now, the only thing, I didn't bring any lingerie with me today. So if you want to check out the lingerie, you can head to cummerscandycloset.com. The reason for that is just I have so much stuff, and I didn't want to fold, pack shit back up. That was doing too much. All this shit I could just throw in the box. So, my number one seller, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen this all over Facebook. This little baby here, my rose. This is Flower Power. It is a clit sucking rose.
Wow.
And listen, I do OnlyFans. So the very first time that I was gonna use it, I hadn't started selling it, and I set up the room because like my subscribers, they love public shit. So I had a hotel room and I had a setup in front of the hotel window. So it took me probably like 15-20 minutes to get everything going, lighting and everything. And I turned on the toy. And when I tell you it was less than a minute, like I was so embarrassed. I felt bad for every nigga I have ever come for nothing fast. Like, this toy will put you to shame. You gotta get used to it. And that was on the first setting.
You about
This
to take
motherfucker
niggas out the game with that.
it has 10 different sucking and vibration settings. 10 different settings. And that first one, nigga. Yeah, that took me out. So like I said, this is my #1 seller. It is $37 plus tax. I do also offer local delivery if you're in the Milwaukee area. So 532 zip codes. No, I don't really like to fuck with the south side too much. I don't mean cut in and everything. But yeah, if you have 532 zip code and you want delivery, you can definitely select that at checkout. I've actually just started accepting Sezzle on my website for payment. So with Sezzle, you can get whatever you want when you want it. You don't have to pay it all up front. With Sezzle, you'll do 4 equal payments, interest free.
Oh,
And
so
it's
you even doing loans for ladies. Y'all better holler at her.
but it's not too much because it's like I said, it's interest free.
Wow.
So it's only valid for orders over $50. So you wouldn't be able to do it like for just a Flower Power if you got this and something else and bring your total over 50. Then you'll be able to sign up for it. But yeah, it's no credit check. It's just a quick, easy approval process. They're willing to let you spend and
That's a hustle.
go from there.
That's
Well,
sweet.
and because it is considered like a high risk business, what I do, a lot of places weren't fucking with me. I know y'all familiar with Afterpay. That's like the main one that a lot of people use. Afterpay, Affirm, QuadPay. Sezzle was the only one that was like, hey, you know what? We like what you're doing. We fuck with you. So definitely utilize that.
You know you're going in the right direction.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
For a business like that to take you on, and you're doing this basically by yourself, right?
It's just me. Just me.
That's how you know you're going in the right direction.
Yeah, so now that that's available, I'll start offering a lot of the bigger items because I didn't want to put a lot of things in my inventory that I didn't think that people would pay for. Me,
Okay.
as you see, I'll cash out. We'll bring out the big boy.
Go ahead.
But
That is some whole shit I have never seen. I ain't never seen no shit like that before in my life.
this is Coctimus Prime, guys.
Wow.
Yes, Coctimus Prime. Everybody kept messing with me for buying a sex machine, talking about it was an auto bite.
I'm gonna just adjust the camera real quick for y'all so y'all can really see what the fuck really going on with this shit.
Yeah,
We're gonna get back to the real shit in a minute, but look at this shit, huh?
yeah.
Look at this
So
motherfucker.
this is Coctimus Prime, and it is a sex machine. Now, you can adjust it in different ways, so I don't want to smash my finger. Yeah, so you angle it how you want.
Whoa.
You just click that in there, and it thrusts. Now it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in, so I can't show you how it works.
So, ladies, you can ride that motherfucker. You can get dug out.
It's-
You can
Did this outfit
get.
work?
You do.
It-
Wow. Wow.
Hey man, look. Between this,
Some crazy shit.
I was just gonna say between that and that,
I'm in a poly relationship. I tell
I'm
everybody.
about to say you
I'm in a
niggas
poly
gonna, we
relationship.
gotta step it up.
Man, I got
Niggas ain't
my
got
rose.
no
We gotta step it up. We better start doing some dates, fellas.
Rose and whatever the fuck that is right there.
You got the sucker
Man.
3000 and told you that motherfucker had a battery pack to it.
Man.
This is my baby. It cost me $500 though. So, this will be something that if when I finally stock it in my inventory, they can do installment payments on it. They don't have to pay all of that money at once.
Now let me ask you this. Did you have a preference of color, or did you have...
No, it comes like that. Now, they have different attachments. They even have it where it's like, you got one up top, then you got the one for the bottom for the DP. I mean, it's a lot of shit going on. But it's not just for women. That's a funny... So, they have attachable pocket pussies that you can put on there, and it moves. So...
All right, ladies, y'all got to step it up to it. That motherfucker got a gyro on it.
Wow.
But you adjust the speed.
You gonna kill somebody.
What the fuck?
But it's like, so it's adjustable based on, how you want, like, sitting in the chair, whatever.
Man. Oh, man.
Don't.
Oh, shit, what the fuck?
Now, I don't use it on that setting.
This for the dog.
I don't use it on that setting. Yeah, so.
We are replaced, nigga.
That's exactly what it is.
We
That's
are
doggy.
replaced, nigga.
So, you can, like, angle it. I don't want to smash my finger like I said.
Nick, that can't do is flip you over.
Yep, so, once a missionary, then you just bring it down. There's also, if you adjust it, you have the bars up where it's, stand straight over it, so.
That motherfucker next level.
Yeah, man, it's my baby.
Man,
See, with that, you ain't got to worry about knees getting tired.
this has been one of the craziest interviews I've ever done. That shit is wow. Wow.
Yeah, so I do have this in my latest OnlyFans video. So I just posted that. That's new.
Well, they got to drop the link for them for that.
Well, I am not just for the ladies.
Oh, you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Got the fellas too. So I got pocket pussies, mouths. I got it all. So they're actually I've had a couple guys that have been customers.
Hold on, did you say mouse?
That one say mouth big as a bitch. Though.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, so you walk in and your man getting some mouth from the stroke it. What's your next move?
Hey, he could be with a bitch off Facebook, so count your blessings.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the time.
You rather go have the pocket mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. And then this is another clit sucker that I have that's very popular. Satisfier Pro 2.
Oh, it's a 1. You said Pro 2?
Yep.
That's the second version.
Yep. See, I try to get the newest that I can, but like even with stuff like this, like with the lubes and toy cleaners that I sell, I am really big. Like this is the Sliquid Organic Natural, and this is the Intimate Earth. It's a foam and toy cleanser. Everything that I sell, I also want to promote health with it. And, as women, like, we're very sensitive. And we can't introduce, like, a lot of different chemicals and things. Like, that stuff will irritate us. So, anything that I sell, it'll be organic. So that when you're cleaning your toys and everything, you're using your lubes, you don't have to worry about that, all those extra chemicals and everything added in that give you STIs and infections and all of that little kind of shit. And I am very big on silicone toys. Silicone toys are easier to clean. They're way more
Where
healthy.
they can find you at, tell them your social media, tell them shit. Once you give out a sale or something, they see this interview, be like, if you see this interview, leave a code or some shit. I don't know, man. Go ahead, let them know where they can find you at.
You know what? In honor of all of us in the room, I'm going to make my code Gemini.
Gemini gang.
Yeah, so if you see this interview and you go on the site, that's www.commercecandycloset.com, and you put in the code Gemini, I will give you $5 off of your purchase.
Oh, go ahead and go save you $5. Mimi, appreciate you for coming through.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
100, man. Shout out to our sponsor, Spray 420. After these big ass blunts, man, Orange was just blowing. We definitely gonna need this up in here. Shout out to
Yeah, I'm pretty
our
sure
other
I'm hot.
sponsors, A-Fresh Clothing. We waiting on that pack, man. And for all your camera needs, holla at Orange. OJ did it on all social media platforms. You know you find me, Caddy CEO _Chris. Follow the channel. I'm hot shit. That shit crazy. Enjoy your night. 7 questions in a session, man.
Dargo in that bitch crazy.
Yeah. Fuck you mean? My life. Hey, swear to bitch out, she a wet back. Hey, my plug probably mad cause I said that. Hey, my niggas bad as hell, they a whoop bar. Hey, my niggas trained to go like a push star. Hey, I bought your T some shoes, you like to run your mouth. You can't come up on my block, take the other route. Shit, I'm smoking way too loud, I got my ears ringing. I should know another language, I'm Chinese pinging. As I social, I'ma play the background, feel like Ebenezer. Fuck around, fuck